across these sports, you're seeing this flow of players from JUCO to Division One. And the reason for it comes down to the player portal. This is more of a soccer specific thing, but player portal has become this gigantic deal, which is why Division Ones are getting better and better and better. So the reason for this is actually really interesting. So if we have all these different players here on this one side, and they are all looking to get to the Division One dream of going D1 and then hopefully off to the pro game, in comes the player portal. And the player portal is basically like a transfer window of all these players. The crazy part is this completely changes the game of what the system looks like in America. And it actually makes it a lot more professional. So let's assume by this little indication of a red marker of the number of years of experience that each of these players has. So a 0 equals freshman, so coming straight into a Division One university, and then 4 is a rising senior. So this is somebody who already has 3 or 4 years of college experience, or potentially even professional experience. So if we say this one has 0, this one has 1, this one has 2, and let's say this one has 3. Let's actually move this to a 3 because that'll make it easy. If we have these 4 different players, assuming they all play the same position and assuming they all have the same amount of talent, there's a couple different things that are going to get one of these players in from the player portal and into the Division One university. Because if the Division One university is recruiting these 4 players, what do you think they're looking for? Yep, you guessed it. Number 1 is experience. Number 2, recruiting class. So how big is their current class of whatever year it is? And number 3, brand. Now, personal branding for athletes has never been more powerful than 2026. And the reason for that is because of NIL. Name, image, and likeness. Players are actually allowed to make money outside of this contract that they have with the school, and schools are actually incentivized to pay their players through sponsors and through their admissions and through their sporting programs so that these players can actually make a little bit of money while they play in college. So when we look at these 4 players, let's assume that this player is the most experienced because they have 3, but they're not so sure about the recruiting class because they already have a lot of players in here, but they don't have a brand. So they're probably not going to pick that person. But let's assume that this young gal who goes through the JUCO process and has 2 years of experience, so this is where she's at, and she's got a big brand, so she's got equity, she can go straight into the player portal and straight into that Division One university. This is where the branding piece is so incredibly powerful and why this player, this young girl, has an opportunity to make $100,000 in the next couple of years with her branding choice.